A very good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of subject English of 6th class. I hope you all are very fine and staying healthy in the present situation. So, in the previous class, we have started the in-text grammar of Unit 1. So, what is that in-text grammar in that? So, we have started the adjectives and the types of adjectives. So, in the adjectives, there are three types of comparisons. So those comparisons are called degrees of comparison. So we have saw in the previous class. And one more thing, in the previous class I have given one homework to write about four words degrees of comparison. So what are the four words? So I think so you have done the homework. So those four words are tall, small, long, sweet. I think so. I have given these four words to write as a positive word, positive, comparative, and superlative. Okay. I told to write for these four words comparative word and superlative word. Okay, I think you have written those words very easily. So we shall recheck the answers of these four words now. Okay, so positive. So positive means a single word. Okay, single word. Okay, this is having single syllable word. Syllable means single sound. Okay. So single sound. Next, comparative means here we have to use two things to compare. Okay, two things to compare. Not only two things, two or more things. Okay. So next, so in the superlative, among the two or more things, we have to select the best one. Okay. So those are called superlative. So what are the forms of comparative and superlative? For these four words, we shall see the answers. So tall means taller. Taller is comparative because in the comparative, er will be coming compulsorily. Er is a clue word. Clue letters for the comparative word. Okay. So next, tall, taller. Superlative is tallest. Okay. So in the superlative, est is a superlative clue word. Superlative clue letters. Okay. er and est. These two are the comparative clue words, comparative clue letters, and superlative clue letters. Okay. So I hope you have understood this one. Next, what about for the remaining answers? Small, same. Smaller, ear. Smallest. Okay. So like this will come. Next, longer. Next, longest. est, longest. Next, sweet. Sweeter, sweetest. Okay, like this the clue words will be the er for comparative clue letters, est for the superlative clue letters. I hope you have understood this one. If you want, you can recheck your answers. So these are the correct ones. Okay. So after this, so I got a doubt regarding in the previous class. I told about the beautiful. So listen carefully, children. So beautiful is it. So sir, why we want to say for the beautiful? Beautifuler, beautifulest. Sorry. Beautifulest. Why we want say like this for the comparative and for the superlative. Positive is okay, it's beautiful only, but why not beautifuler and why not beautifulest for the comparative and superlative one? So actually, what are the answers? More beautiful, more beautiful, more beautiful, and here superlative, most beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, these are the answers for this one. So these are correct and these are wrong. Why? So why these two are wrong and why these two are only correct? Because see, we shall see with the help of sentences. Okay, first we shall go on with these sentences. Suppose there are two shirts. There are two shirts, and you are comparing the two shirts in any shop. Okay. So at the time, what you will say? So one shirt is in a red color, one shirt is in red color, and another shirt is in yellow color. Okay. Suppose one shirt is in red color and another shirt is in yellow color. So you are comparing these two. So which is good? You are comparing. So model you have already selected, but regarding color you are selecting. So red and yellow you are selecting in the shop. So at the time red you thought that red will be very nice, and previously you don't have any red color shirts. So whatever the shirts you have previously, so there is no red color shirt with you. So yellow color shirt already 3-4 are there. But red color is not there till now. Up to that day onwards. So here what you which color shirt you will select? You will select red. So why you are selecting means, so and you will be saying that red is very nice than yellow. You will be saying red is very nice. I want to take the red. Like that you will be saying. So here after that, so what you will be saying? Suppose red color is very nice in the shining. It is glowing with a shine. So at that time what you will be saying? So red shirt is more red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. Like that you will be writing. So red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. So like this you will be writing, isn't it? So you will be saying, so red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. So in your mind you will be having, so red color shirts don't have, I will take red color shirts only. But what you will say? Red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. Okay. So someone will say like that. Someone will say, I don't have red color shirts till now. So and some other people will say that red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. So like that there will be different types of mindsets. Okay. So here red shirt is more beautiful than yellow. So this sentence. So here what I said, more beautiful than yellow. That means, so instead of yellow shirt you are taking red shirt. That means here more beautiful. This is very. These words are very impressive and very attractive to the listeners who are listening to your words. This is very attractive. Okay, they can easily understand. So what you are about to say, they can easily understand. So that is the thing. So instead of this one, suppose you told, okay, red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt. Suppose you told like this. So red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt, you said. So if you are taking in one of the shopping mall or in any shop, in the shop only you will be saying, you will be purchasing these shirts. So there you will be saying, so whoever the shopkeeper is there, so he will be listening all your words. Is it right? So red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt, you will be saying. If you say like this, red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt, if you say means, so there one I think there may be one of the educated shopkeeper who is selling the costumes like dresses and everything. So he will be listening all your words. So whatever you are saying, so which type of shirts you are selecting, he will be listening to your words only. But he will be thinking that red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt, means it is not in a proper manner. That means here he will be thinking that he was not able to say his inner feelings very properly. So like that he may deviate your side to the another side. Okay, that means he may not concentrate on your purchasings. Okay, so if you are going to any shop, means compulsory the shopkeepers must put focus on your side, isn't it? So that means there you have to give a proper answer. Okay, proper communication should be there. So that means if you say red shirt is beautifuler than yellow shirt, he will be, but there will be a little less concentration on your purchasings. Okay, so that's why you have to attract them by your speaking only. So red shirt is more beautiful than, if you use more means that enough. So he will be attractful. That means there at the time the shopkeeper, whoever selling the shirts, he will be thinking. So he is using a good command. He is having a good command, and we don't want to miss this type of customers. Okay, and we have to give some offers to them. So like that there will be so many advantages if you use a proper language at the time. Okay, so this is a very this is the most important reason for using more. Okay, and most beautiful. Okay, why we will use most? So at what time we will use most means, so this is suppose, see, so most means here what is, first of all, what is this superlative? Superlative is a selecting a best thing from the two or more things, so selecting a best thing, is it right? So best, we will say best. So this student is a very best student, best student award. So like that we will be saying. That means among all the 40 students, so this one person, so suppose you are the one among the 40 students, means the best student award goes to you. Suppose your name. So if your name is there, so they will be calling your name. So like that. So best. So how the best is ending? So BEST. So BEST. EST is there. So that means EST is a clue letters for the superlative form. So like that. So what if you say beautifulest? Beautifulest means it is somewhat of course previously it was there, but in the updated version of English, so beautifulest is not there. So they had translated to the most beautiful person. So like that we will say. Okay. So suppose if you have saw 7 statues, if you saw 7 statues in any city or in any place, at any place or at any time, so out of the 7 statues you liked one statue. Suppose the one statue is a Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue, which is situated in the Gujarat. So you will be saying, so what you will be saying as a finally, so Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue is the best, the most beautiful statue in India, like that you will be saying. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue is most beautiful statue in India, you will be saying. So that means here the most beautiful means finally instead of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue, there are no other beautiful statues in India. Okay, so like that you will be saying. So that's why we will use more beautiful and most beautiful as a clue words for the word beautiful as a comparative and superlative. I hope you have understood this concept very well. Okay. So this is about the concept of degrees of comparison. So hope you have understood this concept very well. So now we shall go with one more interesting topic. So okay, listen children. So if you this concept is a very interesting. This is one of the writing concept. One of the writing concept in your in-text grammar. Writing concept. Okay, what is the writing? So vocabulary and grammar is completed. Next, writing. Study skills also completed. Now, writing concept. So here, suppose in your daily life, you will be seeing, you will be attending to so many functions. Is it right? So many functions, so many birthday parties, so many marriages. Is it right? So many events function, official events, unofficial events. You will be going on. You will be going and you will be attending. Okay. So for that, suppose if any unknown person is coming, means what the visitors will say, what the security persons will say. So please show me your invitation card. For this function you will be saying. So if they got any doubt, means they will be asking, so where is your invitation card, like that they will ask. So that means here what type of, so here we are discussing about the invitation card. So how you have to write the invitation card. So you will be seeing generally for the functions and for the marriages, you will be seeing the invitation cards. So which are coming from your family members, your relative members, from your staff members, so like that, from every place you will be getting. So here, so we shall discuss about how an invitation format should be. How an invitation format should be. So that means, so why we have to learn to write an invitation format? Because suppose you are the students. So in the school also you will be attending for so many functions. Is that right? Like Independence Day, Republic Day, next annual day, next science fair, science exhibition. So in the last year you might be we have conducted the science fair exhibition, education fair program we have kept, and for that I think so you have invited to the teachers. Is it right? So same like that only. So suppose if you have got a chance to invite some other guest, okay, who is very familiar person, who is very known person to all the members of the school and all the members in the society. So if you want to invite them, so how you will invite? Will you make a phone call? No, he won't respond for your phone call. So he will be responding if you have written a good invitation format. Okay, a good invitation card. Okay, so that means here you are supposed to learn how to write the invitation card, invitation format. Okay, so that is today's topic about invitation card. Okay, so in the invitation card, so today we are discussing about the formal invitation card, formal style. So without any unknown things, so first of all, invitation card means, so what are the basic things, what are the primary things should be kept in the invitation card means, so you know. So what is the first thing? First of all, what type of program? So type of program. Okay, so which type of program or function you are conducting. So first of all, this should be okay, type of program. Next, what is the next thing? So next thing is a date and time. Is it right? So this is second. Next, place. So at what place or venue, or else we shall say as a venue. Okay, this is the third one. Next, what is the next one? So what are the programs conducting in that? Programs, wait, type of program. Okay, this is events held in program. So these are the most important thing. Okay, next, still anything, any more else? So type of program, date and time, place and venue. Next, events held in the program. So in the program, so what type of events are going to happen? This one. Next, at last, finally, greeting, wait, sender greetings. Sender greetings. So sender greetings. So whoever organizing that program, and who is sending you the invitation card. So that person's greetings. So these are the most important 5. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the 5 most important topics which have to be kept in the invitation card. Is it right? So like this. Suppose you people, you are a 6th class students. You You want to prepare one invitation card. So who is the sender? Who will be the 6th class? Who will be the sender means your 6th class. By 6th class, all are welcome. By 6th class, like that you will be writing. So suppose 7th class means by 7th class you will be writing. So like that. So greetings means you will be writing. So all are welcome, like that you will be writing. So next, events held in the program. So what type of programs you are going to help keep in that program? So because whoever attending, whoever visiting to your function or to your event, to your program, so they should have some idea about what type of programs are conducting in your party or in your function. Okay, so that one. Next, place or venue, compulsory. So without knowing the place, they can't come. Okay, if you mention the place means directly they will become easy to come. Okay, that one. Next, date and time. So if you mention date means on the date the visitors, whoever visiting, so they won't keep any other works. So at that time, on the date, at the time, they will be spending a time for your program. Is it right? So and by this time they will be coming to this place. Is it right? To attend your program. Next, what type of program? So finally, totally what type of program means suppose education fair is a, suppose education fair. So you have to mention here. So education fair. So your school name, education fair, like that you will be mentioning. So if you mention the education fair means he will be understanding. So in that education fair there will be so many experiments which have been done by the students. Like that they will have a clear idea. And in that what type of events held in the program means so first some important experiments will be there, no? So who are done by so many members. So that experiments will be shown here, because and which are very important in our life. So like suppose rainwater harvesting. So rainwater harvesting is a very important experiment. So that is that one. If you mention in this means, so he will think of that. So these school students are are doing some useful experiments in the school. If I attend to that education fair means there I will be seeing some more useful experiments which are in our daily life, which are used in our daily life. So like that they will think. So place and venue, type of program, like that. These all the things you have to mention. So this is the concept of invitation card. But what is a format? So how we have to write an invitation card? So to look very appreciatively and very good and neatly. Okay. So like an invitation card. So how we can write? So what are the norms to write invitation card? We shall see now. Okay. So the example we can take as a education fair only. So which we have conducted in last year. Okay. So that one only we shall take and we shall write the one of the invitation card. Okay. So first of all, so how you have to start means so first invitation you have to keep. Invitation full in capital letters. Invitation. This is the starting of invitation. Okay. Invitation at the middle of the page you have to write. Sorry. At the middle of the page. Invitation. T-A-T-I-O-N. Invitation. Okay. At the middle you have to write a invitation name. Okay. So after writing. Okay. So after this what you have to write means so down. So by leaving one line you should write. So what type of invitation? So type of program. So suppose education fair. So we are discussing about education fair. So education fair. So you should mention the year also. Suppose you are doing the education fair in 2020. Okay. Suppose in the today or tomorrow you are doing means so what you should do? So 2020 you should keep. Suppose in the next month generally education fairs will be done at the time of January or February or March. Okay. Mostly January or February. So January February means 2021 you should keep. 2021. So education fair 2021. So like this you should mention. So this also it should be coming in the middle only. Okay. So next step. Education fair 2020. So after writing this one, next down you have to write some so what are the next who is a guest of honor also it should be compulsory. Who is a guest of honor? So for that education fair who is coming as a guest of honor? Okay, that also you should mention. So after this one, next step. We solicit your gracious presence for our education fair. Okay, like this you have to write for our education fair 2020. Okay, so this is the first so invitation sentence. So welcome sentence. So we solicit your gracious presence for our education fair 2020. Next, after writing this one, so now so what we have written, so type of program completed. Next, date and time. So first, so date and time. Next, event or place or venue. Afterwards, programs, events in the program. So first events. So what are the events conducting in the program? Events in program. Events in program. Okay, what type of events you are conducting? Suppose in the education phase, take 2 or 3 most useful experiments in our daily life. So first I am taking rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting. How we can use the rainwater? Okay, for our daily uses, how we can use the rainwater. So that type of programs we can take. Next, second one. What is the second one? So different. I will be taking in English. So word building activity. So how we can build the words. So to improve our vocabulary skills, word building activity like that. 2 or 3 programs you should mention. So after this, so this is invitation card. So you should mention this as a very stylish and very attractive. So not all at the down place, but so you should use this sides also. So that suppose here I am in this circle. Suppose in this circle I am mentioning here a circle, and in this circle I am mentioning place. Okay, place or venue. Okay, place or venue. So place or venue means here what you should write? You should write your school address. Okay, venue. VENUE, venue. Okay, venue means your school name and your address. So address of your school you should write here. Next, after this, and here you should use the date and time. So on which date you are going to conduct this education fair, and you are going to invite that particular person. So see, so date, suppose tomorrow if you want to conduct means 21/8/2020. So 21/8/2020 to next. So 21/8/2020 on the time is 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. So like this you can. So for this venue and for the date and time you can use any sketches or any colorful designs. So like this, I think so you might be knowing. So this type of designs you can keep. So like that you can keep venue and date time. Okay, everything is completed. So events also completed, date and time, venue, type of program. So after this, next step. So finally, so from whom? So who is going to invite this program? Invite to this program. So by suppose you are 6th class students, you are going to invite. So by 6th class, you should mention by 6th class, and afterwards you should write here all are welcome. So like this you should mention the invitation card. Okay, so this is the end of a invitation card. I hope so you have understood clearly. If not so, once again you recall back this video, you can understand very easily. So this is about the invitation card. Okay, so now today I will be giving one more invitation card for you on one of the topic. You try to prepare. So after completing everything, so you draw a box for a whole thing. For a whole thing you draw a box. Okay, so totally I think so in your 5th class you have written for the notice writing. Is it right? So in the notice writing, how you draw the box for the whole notice writing? So like that you draw a box for the whole invitation card. So where it was ended also you draw ending line. Okay, so that it will be looking very neat, and in the closed box only it will be looking very neatly. Okay, so like that. If you want, you can use any design pens or any attractive pens. That's up to you, up to your wish. Okay. So this is about invitation card. So now I am giving one of the invitation card as a homework. Try to complete that invitation card very easily. Okay. So invitation card. Prepare an invitation card for the school annual function for the school annual function. Okay, for the school annual function. So annual function means what type of programs will be there, you will be knowing, is it right? So here for this date, so date suppose 27/9/2020. Next, okay, instead of 29 we shall take a 2, 27 to 2020. Next, time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Date and time 4 p.m. Venue is your school. Okay, venue, your school assembly or any other thing. So you can take any other bound. Okay, suppose here in the Kottapet there is B.R. Ambedkar Bhavan. B.R. Ambedkar Bhavan. Okay, Ambedkar Bhavan. Okay, or else you can take any other thing, other function also, or any other thing. That's up to your wish. Okay, so the time, when date, time, venue, and who is going to organize means your class only, your 6th class students only. Okay, so 6th class students only organizing this program. And what type of program means school annual function. Types of events means what type of events will be conducting in the school annual function. So write at least 3 or 4 main 3 or 4 points you write down. Okay, one song, one dance, one speech. So 2 speeches. Okay, and other any extracurricular, one drama, one skit. So like that you mention, and like that you end up with this invitation card. So this is your today's homework, children. So try to prepare the invitation card very easily. If not understood, once recall back to this video, you can understand. Okay, so thank you for attending my class, children. Have a good day, children. Thank you.